It's now Monday, March the 24th. So it's been a good quarter already. 3 months into the year, and now we're finally ending this quarter one, and kind of a slower season that we've had for all of the best in any way. Early March was just absolutely brutal. And now near the end of March, we're finally reaching a point where Bitcoin is breaking out just as expected. So in today's video, we're gonna first of all cover a general market analysis to see how the crypto markets are trending. And then secondly, we're gonna talk about day trading opportunities and hunt for a coin to trade. And this is a video that I'm actually going to release on YouTube as well, because it's gonna be very short, very concise. And then once we're done, we're gonna head back to the Platinum tier group and work exclusively with them to find the trade and to day trade live as well. So let's talk about Bitcoin's 60-day, actually longer than 60-day, 64-day pattern that has been holding now for about 64 days. It's been making a series of these lower highs, and every single time it gets to these lower high ranges, it ends up rejecting. Every time it gets to the super trend indicator that you see here that's red, it ends up rejecting to the downside, right? So rejection, rejection, rejection over here, right? So everything is rejecting. And then now we finally break a little bit to the upside. Okay, we break a little bit right there to the upside, right? So now it looks like it's gonna break to the upside and break this 64-day pattern. And now we're most likely going to have a fairly bullish next few weeks, in my opinion. And this is not surprising anyway. If you've been following my posts, you would know that I expect a retracement to the upside to maybe 100K maximum. And then I expect a drop to the downside. I expect the bull market to be pretty much over right now for this particular period. I think that all 5 waves are now unfortunately in, and I just don't see the market resuming in any way. But if I'm wrong, then so be it, right? I'm very happy to be wrong. And if I am wrong and the bull market continues, big whoop. The worst that happened was that I'm wrong. And I'm now going to be able to get a very bullish market that's going to allow huge day trading opportunities, right? So then, all right, higher. Like if you look at any of my posts, right? Like I expect, any of them. Here's from March the 17th. I said I expect a short-term rally and then a huge smash to 72 to 74 ranges very soon, right? So in a lot of the posts that I've been making, it's been geared towards basically like the only way you can make profit is if you day trade. That's my opinion, right? So yeah, I mean, just looking back at some of my posts that I have here, fairly bearish posts overall. I haven't really swapped back and forth. I've been day trading a lot and making some massive profits on some coins like Alchemist, and then on Peanut last night, which I'll show you guys the profit. So I'm more so geared towards day trading. Now I don't really bother to invest anymore because, well, I don't see the point in it. I see that the government has lied to us one too many times and I've lost trust in them. Therefore, I'm not going to put my money into anything where I believe I don't have full control over it. Whereas for day trading, I truly believe that from day-to-day activities, I have full control over the profits that I make from day trading and the losses as well. But if you take a look at it from investing perspective, like, the government or higher powers, they're the ones that have total control over everything. They can make the market move. They can put liquidity into any coin that they want. The presidents could create their own coins. It's fucked up, right? And I think that the Federal Reserve is absolute bullshit. It's not going to be picking anything up in any way. It's like we've had all the fundamental news in the world and the market has not resumed in any way at all. So as much as I'd like to go into that category of believing that the bull market's going to continue, because the argument is simple. It's like, oh, the ROI after the Bitcoin halving, we haven't reached anything significant yet. The Bitcoin halving is very significant. All this bullish, positive, fundamental news. The Federal Strategic Reserve, right? Adding Cardano, Solana, XRP, Bitcoin to it. Like all this bullish fucking news that you could have in the world, right? President Trump wants to make, America great again with crypto. It doesn't matter, right? What news it is, the market ends up sinking to the fucking ground. And you can just see how the S&P 500 is looking as well, right? The S&P 500 looks like it reached the top, and it looks like it's dropping to the downside, like how it has for the past like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks now. And Bitcoin is in a very similar situation as well, where Bitcoin does follow the S&P 500, and I don't think that we're going to make a huge recovery anytime soon. So because of all of this fundamental bullish news that ends up being very bearish, every believe that a bull market's going to continue. I know how. Hopium. That's how. If you have enough fucking hope and you believe it enough, maybe it'll come true, or you're going to get wrecked. Whereas my philosophy is simple. Exit the market in much money, if not more. That's my strategy that I'll be upholding. That's why I live day trade with the platinum tier group now. That's why I focus on extracting capital other ways. Because right now, anybody in the market that's holding, all you guys are hoping for is another major rally that may never come. You need to be very clear on this fact that Bitcoin is most likely correcting to the upside and most likely going to continue to the downside. Why do I say this? Because the wave counts are very fucking clear. And if I'm wrong, then I'll be wrong in a major way. And I'll be very happy if I'm wrong. Okay, but if I'm right, then great, you know, like great, we're going to be prepared for it. We see bearishly diverging RSI on every single time frame from the weekly to the monthly. We see 5 waves that have expanded in an expanding diagonal that are formed so friggin' clearly, right? In every way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then here we see it too, where the 5th wave goes extended or parabolic almost. This is 5 waves. We see the bearishly diverging RSI from there to there. Every single pattern right now points towards a bear market that is beginning, but people just don't accept it yet, cannot accept it, and they will not accept it until there's like a 30% candle that's going to drop in front of them. So my strategy is simple. Get the fuck out of the market and only be exposed day to day. Every single day that you are holding something in the market. Now, don't take my advice like it's the holy grail. Like it's the thing that you need to do and listen to be profitable. It's not like that at all. What I'm trying to offer to you is perspective. Perspective on the fact that there's 5 Elliott wave counts. Perspective on the fact that not only there's 5 here, okay, on the 5th wave, but there's 5th on the bigger wave in the expanding diagonal. You think that Bitcoin's gonna magically break out of this crazy ass 7-year a higher high pattern and go and literally go parabolic? Is that what fucking idiots actually believe? That we're gonna break 5 Elliott wave count in an expanding diagonal with bearishly diverging signs all across the board and pointing towards a bull market that's over? Like, I'm not just trying to say this to scare the shit out of you. I mean, like, think about the argument. If you remain bullish versus if you kind of consider the fact that we're bearish right now. Like, holding and crossing your fingers is not going to do fuck all. Because by the time Bitcoin drops to 74K, like, sure, we'll get a small rally. But by the time it drops there and you figure it out too late, you're going to be wrecked. Whereas people like me, we exit early, we prevent disaster, and we focus on extracting profits in other ways. So you can't really blame me for being very bearish right now about the market because, well, it looks pretty damn bearish to me, right? And anybody that's still bullish, and unfortunately, it's a lot of fucking hopium, man. It's a lot of fucking hopium that people are just clinging on to right now. And I don't think that that's a healthy way to approach the market, right? Just to believe for the sake of believing that the bull market's going to continue because you want it to. Unfortunately, like, despite all the positive fundamental news, we're not seeing any reaction in any way. So let's just take a look at the retracement, right, that I expected to happen, that is happening. So on total 2 right now, we are staying above the March 14 market cap. You guys need to understand the significance of March 14. That was the high of last year where Bitcoin reached 74K and then we stalled for 6 months. So that's very significant, that market cap. Total 2, we fell below it, way below it, but we recovered with a 600-day or 500-day higher low pattern. Total 3 holds above the March 14 high. So there's nothing significant about the recovery so far in any way. Like, There really isn't, in my opinion. Like, some coins are definitely recovering, but they're not going parabolic. We've recovered about 16% only, which is really nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? Considering how high we got. I mean, like, we dropped by almost 50% in market cap since the high in December. So this is a small celebration, but it's nothing major. A lot of the bigger coins, the altcoins, are recovering. Like Polkadot recovered 30%. So all of their patterns are now starting to change. Before, the type of pattern that we saw was something like that, right? It all looked like that. We saw DOT. It all looked something like that, right? We saw H-bar. Actually, H-bar fell down lower. XLM still looks the same, right? A lot of these coins still look very similar. They look like that. We're talking about the top market cap coins. Only some of them, just today, have started to move, right? Some of them. Like, for example, NEAR started to move. Polkadot started to move today. Only some of them are moving. SUI still didn't break the high yet. So a lot of these coins are still considered shit coins to me. Like, they're not breaking anything yet. You know, Polygon still hasn't broken the resistance. Ondo still looks the exact same as Jupiter, looks the same as everything. All these coins, they all look literally the same. Render is making a small move. So instead of just following these top market cap blue chip coins that are moving, why should I care about them? All that I care about is Bitcoin's movement and how, if it moves upwards, it's going to affect the bull market very bullishly, right? So you got to follow what Bitcoin does to have a good idea of what the market does so you can day trade, right? If Bitcoin is super bearish, well, you have to take that into consideration if you're trading any coin, right? So yesterday I traded. Here's the profit I made. I was very sick yesterday, very under the weather. I'll just post my profit in a random channel. So yesterday I traded Peanut, super under the weather, and I still managed to make fucking $5,000 trading on my sick day. Kind of crazy, right? Like, if I'm doing this on a sick day, I don't really give a shit if my portfolio could outperform it or not. If I'm making $3,000 to $5,000 a day, I'm making hundreds of thousands a month, right? Way more than 7 figures a year, which is more than reasonable. So yesterday I took 2 trades on Peanut. Very good trades. I mean, would you be disappointed if you made $5,000 a day? Nah, you probably wouldn't be. It's a lot less stress. Think about it. Think about the stress that you have to endure in your portfolio after seeing so much bullish, positive, fundamental news, right? You're seeing so much news, and then what happens, right? It just ends up tanking. You got to wake up every single day being super stressed out about the market. You got to wake up wondering if it's just temporary. Some days when you wake up, it's going to be way less, like 20-30% less. You're overexposed in the market. So because of that, I would rather day trade, right? So yesterday we caught a very good trade on Peanut, like 2 good trades. One was we identified the top wave here on wave 3, right? So that was very easy, in my opinion, to catch or to have caught. That was the 1 clearly, but the 3 was very easy to catch. Okay, like one of the easiest coins that I've ever caught. Okay, because the 3rd wave is so clear. Like any idiot with a basic understanding of Elliott wave can catch this, right? And then this is clearly the 3. Oh, sorry. This is the 3 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 makes perfect 3s, and then this one makes literally like how perfect could it be that it makes a diagonal, right? Like, it might look like nothing to you, but to me it's the clearest pattern that you can see. So if something is making a diagonal, you're gonna want to add size to it. I mean, just look at it. It's a perfect diagonal. Like, do you see it? I know some people will never be able to see it unless I draw it. That's the truth. Here's the diagonal. Do you see it now? Between waves 1, 3, and 5. There's a diagonal, an expanding diagonal, an ending 5th wave diagonal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So because there's a 5th wave, you got to add size when you short this thing. Massive size. So I shorted it with 200K, and I made a good scalp on it. And then the second trade that I took was the easier one. I thought this one was very easy too, right? Very easy. So the second trade that I took was this pattern. So what usually happens is one of 2 things. This is such a basic understanding of Elliott wave theory, right? But nobody pays attention because they just wanted to be handed them shit. That's usually the fucking mentality of people nowadays. They do fucking nothing with their life and they're just waiting for things to be handed to them, you know? Fucking lazy people, man. But let me teach you guys something about Elliott wave theory. After the 5th wave finishes, okay? After the 5th wave finishes, okay, usually, like, let's just assume that the 5th wave finishes with the 5 wave like it normally does. Not always, but sometimes. After that wave happens, one of 2 things happen. Okay, actually one of 3 things happen. One is you're wrong, and then the wave keeps going. That's simple, right? Like, let's just say that you, like, that's one of 3 things. One is you're wrong and it keeps going. The second thing out of the third thing that happens is 2, you're right that it's the top and it keeps going down. It just keeps going and it doesn't stop really. Or, you know, part of this can happen is it stops sometimes, it goes back up, and then boom, it just goes down. But basically what happens is it just keeps going down. It goes down and goes down and goes down. And the third thing that happens every time is some sort of stupid lower high pattern happens. A lower high pattern emerges very slowly because it either does something like a descending triangle, right? A descending triangle where it finishes up the pattern with a lower high and then it breaks down. Or if not a descending triangle, then maybe another pattern like a symmetric triangle, right? So if you see all 5 waves that are formed and then you see a pattern form afterwards, you should probably fucking short it. You know, Einstein, like, it doesn't take an Einstein to realize that the 5 waves are now in, right? So if you're trading this and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I counted earlier, and then all of a sudden you're seeing, holy fuck, did I just see a pattern? Did I just fucking see a pattern emerge? Oh my god, that actually looks like a pattern, doesn't it? And there's 5 waves before it. Maybe I should fucking short it, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's that easy to catch the trade. So I ended up shorting it over here on the breakout. Right there in the breakout. Small little drop of 2.5%, right? So this drop, if you look at it where I shorted it from the top earlier, it dropped only 4.5%. And then here, it dropped 2%, roughly 2.5%. But yet, those small movements are still enough to make me $5,500. And then there's always that stupid... People are always like, the only reason, man, that you make a lot of money is because you have more capital. Or another argument would be like, oh, it's not even worth it because I'm trading with so small capital. They basically have any excuse in the world to bitch about their small capital because they've never been in a position to actually grow their capital to earn the right to play with this large of a size. To play with a large size, earn the fucking right. Earn the capital, make the fucking money. You know, make the money, get that capital, play a bigger size when you've earned it. Like, you can't just be like, oh, this guy makes a lot of money because he has more money. No, if you were like Joe Blow Schmo trader that most of you are, and then you're given $100,000, I promise you that you would fucking blow that in less than a few days. You would, like, if you would lose the majority of your trades and blow it all without the experience. So yeah, maybe you're gonna make $30 here. Maybe you're gonna make $20 there, $50 there, under $100 there. But motherfucker, man, stop your bitching. Do it 100 times. Win 100 trades. Win 200 trades, 300 trades. Then grow your account. And then finally start trading bigger. Instead of just wishing you were there already when you can't be there because you haven't earned the right to fucking be there. You know what I mean? So trading is very serious. It's very systematic. And it's very linear. You have to earn the right to get there. So those were the 2 trades taking on Peanut. They were very easy trades, right? And those come from confidence, right? Like, even if you were like, even if someone put a fucking gun next to you and be like, short this, there's a chance you'll still fucking lose it. You know, even if you got the best signals for entering a short, you're probably going to catch only some of them because it's going to take an immense amount of your own knowledge and confidence as well. Right? So it's not always going to be somebody telling you what to do. Like, you have to want it. Like, if you want to become a really good day trader, you have to fucking want it, man. And it's just like anything in life, right? You got to make sacrifices for it. You can't just have it fucking handed to you. Most people want things handed to them on a silver platter, and they're not the same breed. And the truth is, like, Like me and other people, man, we're not the same breed. We will never fucking be the same breed. You are over there, most people are way over there, man, like over there. And I'm fucking right here. And the reason I'm here is because I understand the hard work and the discipline that's required to become a professional in any endeavor that you partake in. To be good at anything that you do requires an immense amount of sacrifice and time and hustle and dedication. If you're gonna do everything fucking half-assedly, you know, and just expect results, but you're not putting in the time or the energy, trust me, you're not gonna amount to fucking anything in life. Right? So there's got to be a level of dedication and passion involved if you want to highly succeed in anything that you do, right? So the market has been doing very well. There have been, let's move on, guys. So that was the trade I took for Peanut. Let's talk about the crypto screener now and see if there's any opportunities today. So I expect Bitcoin to get to about 97 to 100K. That's where I expect Bitcoin to get to. But of course, there will be a lot of ups and downs along the way, right? And I'm telling you, like the way that I day trade, guys, you can ask the Platinum group. I run that ship. The Platinum group of mine is a group where I live trade with 50 people and I stream my desktop. This is actually a Platinum tier live stream right now that I'm sharing with the public as well, because it's been very long overdue that I've made a YouTube video. So this is the kind of quality that you'll get every day, except I do this for about 6 to 8 hours a day. So when there's a trade, I stream my desktop, right? I stream my desktop. I got my Binance working again. I'm trading with over $100,000 in my Binance. I have 112K here, right? So every time I trade, I basically live stream, right? I live stream and I come to everybody gets to see every single thing that I take, every trade, every position. I narrate it, I explain it, I talk about the risk to the reward. I basically, if I win, you're gonna win. Put it that way, right? So now we're looking at the weekly. So even though it's only been like, actually there's no point in looking at the weekly because we're only one day into the weekly. So, wow. So Farcoin is on our list. Alchemy should get back on our list because it did some crazy shit. So we basically have every coin on our watch list that's moved a very large amount, which is basically Layer, Cake, Orca, Auction, API 3, Alchemist, Farcoin for the week or for the month. Now we're going to take a look at the daily. We know some of these coins moving already. So I basically go to, this is my custom filter. You can pause it and take a screenshot if you'd like of my filters, okay? Excuse me. So this is a screenshot of my filters. All that I sort by is perpetual. I look for a change outside of 8%, which basically means anything that moves below 8% or above 8%. I'm also on Binance. I also have a volume criteria of $100 million. If any of these criteria are met on the exchange, it's going to pop up here. So it's a simple crypto screener. So I basically have everything on here for the daily and also everything on here for the weekly and also everything on here for the monthly. So I'm basically tracking the most volatile coins for the week or for the month, right? Because you want to make sure that you stay in touch with the most volatile coins that are moving for that week or for the month. You want to know what's moving so you can stay with the trend. And then after that, I got all these coins that are on my watch list, as you can see. But what these coins basically are is a combination between the hot moving coins that have volatility and also coins that I have followed for the past week before as well, or for the past few days. So what we're going to do now with the Platinum tier group that I do every single day, or when I'm on at least, I go through every single coin on my watch list and we update it, or we remove coins, or we add more coins to it, etc., right? So the watch list is going to be a lot of time that we spent on here. We're going to have to take like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. Trading is a very small component of, or like the actual trading is a very small component of day trading. A larger component that's integral to the success of day trading would be finding the coins to trade, right? And managing your watch list, which is going to take even more time. So we know what Bitcoin's doing, right? The general consensus is that Bitcoin is bullish. The market is fairly bullish right now, which means that the altcoin market is going to be very bullish as well. So now that March is done, and now that the shitty months are over, I'm telling you guys right now that Bitcoin is going to be bullish for April. Okay, it's going to be bullish for April because we have now officially broken above here for 2 consecutive 4-hour candles, which is 8 hours total. So then when this daily candle closes in 16 hours, at the moment that we break that high over here, this is where the market's going to fly, because this is now going to imply that we're going to create a higher high, or sorry, a higher low, right? That can create higher highs, right? So this is how we want the market to trend. Before, the market was just trending like this, right? It just trends with lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But now we want it to switch, okay? And when that switches, when the market is kind of slow, the market's kind of retarded in a way where everybody knows what's going on, they see what's going on, but there's going to be like a delayed effect because of fear, right? Because of fear and because of confirmation. But the confirmation is going to be when that range right here breaks. When this high gets broken, and then a low gets made, and then another high gets made, lower high, etc. That's where it's going to be very bullish. So I'm telling you guys right now that whatever the fuck you were going through, man, in January, February, March, or 2023 or 2024, you know, whatever you lost, nobody gives a shit. That's all in the past already. Whatever hardships you've had, I fucking promise you that there's going to be more hardships to come. Whether it's in your life about personal things or whether it's about the crypto market, I fucking promise you guys that whatever you think you've been through that's been hard, there's going to be a period that's going to be a lot harder. Maybe some of you guys have, you know, lost somebody close to you recently, or you've gone through some traumatic shit, but I fucking promise you guys that the most difficult things in your life are still yet to come. So whatever has happened to you before, put that shit behind you. Who gives a fuck about 2023, 2024, about the shitty bear market from the middle of November or December till now? Who gives a shit? Because it's the time to buckle down now, to put in the effort, to put in the time, to rise and grind. Because April is going to be a fantastic month. And if you miss out on April, you might be missing out on massive profits. So it's time to buckle down, guys, and put that car into overdrive and put your senses into overdrive too. Because I need you guys to dig deep within yourselves and trade this market, because it's going to be a very bullish market. So right now, just taking a look at some of the things that I'm following right now, we're going to go through a very quick rundown, and then we're going to end this video for the public, and then I'm going to resume live streaming for the Platinum tier group, where today my goal is something small. I just want to make $2,000-$3,000 today just to buy a little bit of drugs. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just fucking with you. I don't do that shit. So Peanut is like, Peanut made some good money on it. But the thing about Peanut is I don't know about the wave count now. Like the third wave. So the thing about the third wave is this. Okay, the thing about the third, I was waiting for a fifth wave. But the thing about the fifth wave is that the third wave barely broke above a 1-to-1 ratio, which means that the fifth wave is usually weak. So because the fifth wave is weak, that's probably the fifth wave, to be quite honest. But it would have been great if the fifth wave was bigger, the fourth wave was not as shallow, or the third wave was bigger, fourth wave not as shallow, then fifth wave became normal. But you don't get what you want all the time. So because of truncated fifth waves, it's just so fucking impossible to short. So Peanut is high priority in case it makes another high, but I wouldn't hold my breath. API 3 missed out on the opportunity. It already dropped 17%. The reason I missed out on it is because it does not fit any of my criteria or rules for trading. Okay, so I didn't catch the short, right? It doesn't mean that they should be your rules too. It just means that you should have a set of rules that you stick to at least to prevent yourself from having disastrous moments. One rule of mine is I don't short fifth waves that are parabolic. As you can see, this fifth wave is parabolic. I don't short fifth wave parabolics. Okay. Now another thing that worried me is the fourth wave short. The fourth wave was too fast. Okay, it was too fast. It would have been nice if like a 4 kind of matched the vibe of you know, like maybe it matched it of 2, right? Where it wasn't so short when 2 was so long. If it was more proportional, then I would have been more interested in it, right? So if it was more proportional, if the fifth wave wasn't as parabolic, right? Also, it's very difficult to count that fifth wave, right? Like I don't know how I could have counted it, but it would have been very, very difficult in my opinion, right? So because of that, I digressed from trading it. So I wasn't able to catch it. Like maybe maybe the lower high pattern, right? Maybe a lower high pattern could have signaled it, right? But I wasn't watching that either. I was at the gym. So I guess the only way to have caught it was definitely not through a fifth wave, right? You can't do a fifth wave and short it there and to catch that. You'd have to short it with probably like a lower high trend line, but there's really no pattern either to break. Maybe this pattern, but barely, right? Actually, that would have been a good one. A lower high forms and then a trend line break. That would have been a great entry right here. So API 3 is off the table now. FSX was on here from a few days ago, but I don't like FSX because it's moved 80% in 2 weeks and it's very slow, but I keep it on my priority list anyways. Farcoin is doing great. Farcoin is more so inching towards the 62.1 ranges or the 62 ranges. So we're going to put an alert here. So what I spend a lot of my time doing every day is setting up my alert system and also putting up like just being aware of the market, right? Finding ways to be aware of the market so you don't have to like chase the market, like try to stay caught up all the time. So one thing that I do is I like to look for key resistances. I'd say this is a good resistance. Anything above it is a bull trap probably for now. So I'll put my alert close to there to see if Fart is going to trend closer to there, right? And then there's Banana that made like weird, like Banana hit that resistance and then just fucking tanked. Man, I wish I caught that yesterday, but I didn't. Right, I wasn't able to catch that. I was too sick, man. Way too sick. But I keep this on my watch list anyways for now. So Zeta now had a massive drop. Oh wow, massive drop yesterday, but that would have been almost impossible to catch a short, in my opinion. I don't think it would have been easy. So this is now kind of just lubing on the side now, seeing if it's going to make another high. So Cake is making a... Oh, wow. Very interesting. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's kind of interesting in a way. Because this could be one in there somewhere. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be 4. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 could be in on Cake. And then Cake looks like it's just trying to smash here. Right? It's trying to smash that lower support. So I'm going to put this on my high priority, actually. All these coins need to get off of my high priority. So Cake now makes it to high priority. The reason for that is because a possible fifth wave has now minted. Maybe. And also because it's trying to break this lower support range. Holding back from here and all these ranges. So what I do now is I put an alert slightly below the support. And I try to... Yeah, I put my alert slightly below the support. If it drops down, there might be an opportunity to short this. But you got to also be aware of the fact that, you know, there's this higher low trend line that might form. So because of that, it might not be the best coin to short, right? There needs to be a clear break. But that coin Cake gets high on the priority list. Okay, now we're looking at Farcoin. We know that Farcoin will get higher in the priority list now too. Orca, that's off the list. It's done and done. Banana, I think that's done and done, honestly. Banana, this is a very difficult coin to catch. I think that opportunity is done. So what do I mean by an opportunity is done? So what I hunt for is this. I hunt for a coin that's making a third wave still, right? The third wave is still going. It fucking better be going for me to be interested in it. If the third wave is not going because it finished, because of force forming, right? Then I'm hunting for a fifth wave to form, right? I'm hunting for the third wave to be in progress, or I'm hunting for a fourth wave to finish so a fifth wave can form, right? Because the only time I long, guys, is here. I know I usually short, but I do long sometimes. The only time I long is in this exact zone. Notice the way I drew it? I drew it above wave 1 territory, right? It needs to be above wave 1 territory because you'll always miss wave 1. You'll never catch wave 1 ever. It's always like wave 3, that's the biggest one. So my range to long is somewhere where wave 3 is moving. Above wave 1, right? But I know it's 1, 2, 3. Then 3 reaches the top. I generally try to short for a fourth if it meets the criterias, right? But if it doesn't, then I just let it be. And then I hope that there's going to be a fifth wave that forms. Then what I do is I create an alert above the wave 3 high, right? I create an alert above the wave 3 high, right? Like slightly there. So when wave 5 breaks out, if it does, I'm now going to be informed of it. This way, it's going to bring me to the attention of shorting the 5th wave, right? So that's the only times I take a trade. I only take a trade here for longing, here for shorting, and then here after the 5th wave finishes, right? Somewhere in there. That's it. Three simple trades that I take. And I win a lot, man. I win a lot. So Vanna is now done. So then basically when I describe this, if the coins are not in this kind of formation, they also don't get room on my watch list. They don't make it to my watch list, right? So Rat is like an interesting coin where it's moved up so much, but it's so fucking choppy that like I don't even want to look at this coin because it's so choppy and ugly. But I'll keep it there. Layer, I don't like that coin at all, so I take it off my list. Cheem, I don't like that wick, so I take it off of my list. ZRO, I don't like the formation of it. Like it's in a, I can't even tell what this is, right? So because of that, I'll just get it off my watch list. WU dropped significantly already. Yesterday's short would have been simple, but I wasn't able to catch it. Or 2 days ago, rather. No, yesterday. I wasn't able to catch it. I was feeling super sick. So this is the drop that happened in the channel, right? Huge 18% drop afterwards. So then Anchor, I think Woo's now off of the watch list. Anchor is the next coin that I'm waiting for right now. So I'm waiting for Anchor to hit a resistance around these particular ranges. Maybe these ranges up there. I'm like waiting for it to, you know, like to hit a resistance. Maybe up there, because if it hits up there, there's going to be a potential for a short, right? Not guaranteed, but a potential. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's something worth watching just to see if there's a possibility, right? Most of the times it's going to be related to just chilling and sitting and watching and wanting things to go your way. And a lot of times they won't go your way, right? But if it does go your way every so often, you just got to catch every so often of it. So I got my alerts here for Anchor. That's now moved to very high priority. So Peanut is high priority as well, because I'm expecting a 5th. API 3, it's done now. I'm gonna take this off of my major watch list. So basically what I'm waiting for is Anchor to make a 5th, Cake to maybe drop below here. Sometimes I like to just put like a symbol here, so I know I'm looking for a short. So I like to put a symbol here to know if it gets up there, I'm gonna short, right? So Smartcoin's gonna get up there probably soon to the resistances. So I'm basically just setting up a bunch of my shorts. Peanut, maybe it'll make a 5th wave, but it's not gonna be on my major watch list. So other than that, like, you know, we got AVAX that's moving up pretty reasonably. It's moved up 19%. I'll put a high here to see if it makes a 5th wave, because if it makes a 5th wave, I'll be ready to short it, right? So AVAX gets put on my 5th list. I think ARK is done. Yeah, I think ARK is done, man. That was a wild ride, but I think ARK is done. Maybe. You know what? I'll put an alert up here just to see for fun if a 5th wave forms. You guys know how to... I'm blown away by how many idiots there are out there that have no idea how to fucking make an alert. You might think you know how to make an alert, but you probably don't know like how to do it the better way. So I will teach you guys. Click on the alert button, obviously. So for example, if there's price, what you do is you choose every time. Every time. Not once. I'll teach you why. Okay? If you put the value, for example, like if you go to only once when the price like crosses, like if you can't go to crosses either. You have to go to greater than or less than. If you choose only once, watch what's gonna happen, right? If you choose only once, then this is what's gonna happen. After the first alert goes off, it disappears, right? Look, it goes off. Come on. I don't know why it's not going off. Oh, there's something wrong. There we go. It was buggy. So you see that? It goes off. This is, oh, sorry, go only once. I meant only once. Come on, it's laggy because I'm using a VPN. Come on. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna delete this alert and do it again, okay, guys? Because it's not working properly. So when you create an alert, see, it's still lagging even though I created the alert, and even though I deleted the alert, it's still lagging a lot. Maybe I gotta refresh this page. Okay, the reason you don't go to only once is basically because after the alert goes off, it stops, right? It stops. See, stopped, triggered. So your alert disappears. It literally disappears. So what you gotta do is you gotta set an alert that reads exactly like this. Every time the price is greater than whatever price you want, it's gonna notify you, right? So every time the price here is greater than or less than, it's gonna notify you, but it won't disappear. And then what it does is you want to do this, okay? You want to choose every time, and then this is gonna notify you every minute, okay? The alert will trigger every time the condition is met, but not more than 1 per minute. So this way, you choose to play sound, you choose notify in app, you choose toast notification. So every time the price is greater than that price that you set, it's gonna keep alerting you every fucking minute until you either delete it or move it, right? So what I do is, if I'm following a price, for example, I'm following a price here, and let's say the alert goes off. If the alert goes off, I take my alert, and because the price hit it, I move my alert a little bit higher. This way, I'm always aware of what the market is doing, and also making sure that I follow the price as it moves, right? So I'm gonna put my alert here for now. That is how you should be using alerts, okay? So then other than that, I got Anchor, I got Cake. Arc is now like, oh yeah, Arc, I think I was gonna make, no, Arc is, hold on, I'm thinking. 28%, yes, I was gonna make an alert for in case there's a fifth wave, right? So we'll put here just waiting for a fifth wave on Arc in case it does form. Alchemist made some monster rallies. So Alchemist is finally breaking out like we wanted, where it, holy crap, man, I can't believe I'm missing fucking Alchemist. Alchemist is like one of the coins that's the biggest sleeper coins, right? It's moved up 500%, massive consolidation, right? Should have fucking looked at it over here a little bit better in those ranges, and now it's up 70%, and it's now most likely making a wave 3. Okay, so Alchemist is probably making a wave 3 somewhere that's going to be gigantic. So we really have to follow Alchemist a lot, with lots of alerts that will be moving. So I follow Alchemist there. So you can see that that anchor is now moving closer and closer to my range there. Now it doesn't mean that I'm going to short it just because it gets there. It means that I'm going to watch it to see the reaction of what happens, right? Don't be a fucking idiot and be like, oh, he's going to short it there, so I'll short too. No, man, you got to watch the reaction, right? You got to watch to see how the market is reacting to it, what's happening. Then you make a decision on if you short or not. Other than that, I think Peanut's done. Like, Peanut's maybe going to make a fifth wave. FSX just sucks. I'm not going to follow that coin anymore, man. API 3 is most likely done already, in my opinion. I don't think there's any other opportunities, so I'm going to not follow API 3 anymore. Auction, fuck auction. Too bad I couldn't, like, auction would have been easy to catch, but I wasn't available for it because it was at 2 in the morning. But here's how easy you could have caught auction, right? Like, I don't think it was hard in any way to catch auction, right? Here's the channel, a massive channel that formed, right? Here's the most beautiful channel that formed. You can see it, right? This a beautiful channel to you? I would say it's a pretty fucking gorgeous channel to me. It hits every single key point that you'd want it to hit, right? Beautiful channel. And then what you see is this. You see it bounce 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. So would it not be common sense to short it if it falls the 4th time in the channel? That'd be a lot of common sense, wouldn't you agree? Let me give you another example of another coin. I remember every coin that I trade, guys. Like almost every coin. So let me show you BNX. Ah, they fucking rebranded. Fuck, I don't know if it's still here. Nope. Yeah, they rebranded, guys, so I can't show you BNX. Yeah, I can't show you that anymore. But yeah, they were doing really well. Like BNX was doing super well. And at a point, right? Like it was early in February. I don't know if it's on this chart. Is this even the right one? Nah, it was hard to show. It's not here. Not going to be able to show it. But anyways, BNX had something very similar to what happened to auction, where it created like a channel like that, and then as the channel broke down, that was the short entry, right? So I'm done with auction. I'm done with Zeta. I'm done with I don't like Rat's movement. And I'll keep SXP5, like the SPX here, just to see what's going to happen with that resistance that's been there for 2 months now after 176%. So let's see if this is going to be a resistance. Like it looks like it's going to be one. So SXP now gets on the high priority watch list too. So I'll put this on greater than. So just to summarize everything, Alchemist, I'm just following it because it's moving a lot, right? Actually, I should put this in there. So Anchor is now like the one that's, you know, getting up there, right? So I'm going to cut this video short. I'm going to go to the Platinum group only. And that's it, guys. So I expect Bitcoin to rally a little bit. I expect March to be very, very bullish. Okay, I expect very, very bullish momentum in, or sorry, I meant April. And now I'm going to end the video and I'm going to go work with the Platinum group. And just so you guys know, there's now 16 slots available to join my live trading group for the months of April, May, and June. They come in slots of 3 months only at a time. And only 50 people can join the group because it's very exclusive. Not only that, it's very limited in terms of liquidity that we can trade as a group. So I've got to severely reduce my position sizes to accommodate for everybody that's trading with me. So because of that, and because of my experience as well, I charge a pretty good amount for it. For anybody that's in the group, you will obtain tons of information from an educational perspective, but more importantly, you're going to gain probably a lot of profit and experience as well. So for those that are interested in joining, make sure you guys DM me. The cost is $5,000 for 3 solid months with me. That might seem expensive, but keep in mind that you're trading with a world-class trader that's in the top 1% of day traders in the world. If you want to trade with some of the best people out there, you're unfortunately going to have to pony up a little bit to be in that circle as well, right? So I understand that not everybody can afford it, but I'm not here to make it affordable for everybody. I'm here to only appeal to the people that want to push their day trading skills to the next level. And I also accept installments in monthly payments as well, rather than one large $5,000 payment for the month of April, May, and June. So make sure to DM me if you would like to make monthly installments and just see how it is. I'll bet you anything that you'll gain more experience and education than you will ever anywhere else, guys. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I'm going to go back to the Platinum tier group. I'll send you guys a new link for the people watching this, and I'm going to take like a few minutes of a break, but then we're going to try to catch Anchor together today. Okay, guys? We'll talk soon. Have a great day, and all you got to do to support me, man, is just hit the like button. That's it, guys. Thank you very much, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Bye now.